Hey guys! If you watched my video on how to make a wagon for my mom for her Mother's Day card, you might remember me mentioning that my father likes peanuts and that I was tempted to make a Charlie Brown or Snoopy themed card. Well, here it is. So here's the reference image I used for my card, and this is what I want the card to resemble when I'm done. So you may notice that I changed the color of every layer. This is to get a good idea of what the card will look like before I cut it out. This also saves me a lot of cardstock, as I know exactly what size to cut and where to lay it on my Cricut mat. I'm going to start with a shadow. You may have seen the reference image that there is an outline of Snoopy and Charlie Brown. So I decided to make a shadow to make this a little easier. I'm going to start with a circle, size it to the size I want. I'm going to get another circle, make it significantly smaller than the first one. Make a copy and paste to make an extra one, and add these to the side to make ears for Charlie Brown. I'm taking a rounded edge square and sizing it down to make a neck. Next, I'm going to the next layer, turn it to skin tone, and copy and paste the shadowed out part, and make a copy of it on the other layer. I'm going to size it down just slightly for an outline to move it over to the first layer. So now you can see how it's starting to look Charlie Browny. I'm going back to the first layer and I'm going to make his body. I'm grabbing the circle, turning it into an oval shape, and then added the rounded square to the bottom to give his body kind of a boogie board shape. Remember to have all this welded together. Since I think it looks good, I'm going to do a third layer, which I've turned yellow, and I'm going to copy and paste in the shadowed layer and paste into the third layer, and size it slightly down to make it look like an outline, just like it did the skin tone layer. Now it's really starting to look like Charlie Brown. I'm going to add in the signature black zigzags on his shirt in the fourth layer. I'm going to make some slight adjustments to his shadow, and then I'm going to add in the sleeves on his shirt by taking the rounded edge square, shaping them down to the size I want, and putting them where I want. I'm going to copy and paste and then flip these to make them as identical to the other side. I'm going to unhide the third layer and do the same trick that I did, adding sleeves to the shirt. Remember to keep all of this welded together. On the flesh colored layer, or the second one, I am going to add in little circles to make the arms and size them and angle them to what I think looks right. And then I'm going to make little circles on the shadow to add for shoes. And then I'm going to add in another layer to cut out the shoes. I think Charlie Brown looks pretty good. I'm going to size him down to the size I want, and then I'm going to make sure that everything is welded. And then I'm going to start on Snoopy. Snoopy was a little more difficult. Part of this is because I'm a perfectionist. Snoopy kind of looks like a bowling pin, but since I don't have a bowling pin image to cut out, I'm going to do my best. If I take this heart, fill out the top with the rounded edge square, and copy, paste, and flip that image, and put them together, it kind of takes the shape I want. I'm going to take a circle and round out Snoopy's head, but I want to smooth out the neck area. I think the semicolons will look the best, making it look curved enough. I'm going to add in little circles on the side and shape them to the size I want for Snoopy's feet. And then I'm going to take another layer, color it white, and go back to the shadow layer. Copy and paste Snoopy's shadow. I'm going to size it down slightly, and then I'm going to layer it over the bottom layer. I'm going to go back to the first shadow layer, hide the white Snoopy body, and then add in Snoopy's ears. I'm just making a circle shape really long and thin and attaching it to another circle to give it a little bit of a place to stick out and look more like Snoopy's ears. Next, I'm adding in Snoopy's black spot on his back. I think he looks pretty good, so I'm going to size him to the size I want and get ready to cut out both Snoopy and Charlie Brown and begin building my card. If you're interested in seeing what the finished product looks like, here it is. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. All the images I used were in Cricut Craft Room Basics, which I believe is automatically included in the free download of the Cricut Craft Room program. No cartridge, no problem. With a bit of an imagination and some creative juices, you can make anything you want without a cartridge. Happy crafting! If you like this video, please like or comment. Feel free to subscribe. If there's something you like or something that you'd want to see, let me know and I'll do my best to make it.